Hi, Dr. Ralph Umbriaco here with Natural Living and Wellness, and today we're going to talk about far infrared saunas. Why do we need to talk about far infrared saunas? Well, essentially your body is made up of energy. Your body, you're in some ways, one of the ways you can view yourself is we are light beings living in a physical body. Well, light comes together in two units, two photon units or diphotons. And what holds the diphoton units together is actually far infrared energy. This sauna is a far infrared sauna. It produces far infrared, and your body can absorb the far infrared, and essentially what it does is it actually acts as a detoxifying agent, but it also makes you, if you want to use the term, more coherent by actually helping glue you together energetically, so to speak. Now there's different ways to make far infrared, and within the far infrared spectrum you have several different types: near far infrared, mid-range far infrared, and far infrared. So you want a machine that produces as much far infrared as possible. Near far infrared and mid-range far infrared, it's possible to get too much of it. It becomes irritating for the body. Whereas far infrared, once your body's loaded up, then any more coming your way, you simply don't absorb. So it's not going to cause any negative effects or it doesn't feel bad. Far infrared actually feels closest to the sun anyway. It's a very comfortable heat that it produces. And in a unit such as this, you could actually use it with the door closed, in which case the heat's going to build up, your pores are going to open, and you're also going to sweat and detoxify that way. But for some people, if they don't want the detoxifying effects that will come with the sweating, you could actually leave the door open and you'll still absorb far infrared energy, which will still be of a benefit to the body. So in making far infrared, there's several different ways to go. Some machines will use steel, like a steel rod or a steel plate. Other machines will actually coat them with ceramic. You could also use ceramic plates themselves. This particular machine uses carbon fibers. In my research of the types that I've used, other types of being able to produce far infrared energy might be well and fine, but I've landed on this one because the panels themselves emanate in one direction as opposed to a rod, which might emanate in more than one direction. And in addition to that, by using the carbon panels, you get a more consistent output throughout the full length of the panel. In this particular unit, there's 2, 4, 6 panels, 2 on each side and 2 in the back. So you can turn the unit on, sit in it, and you get good coverage. Now what would be really great, I think, is if you could lie down. That would actually be more perfect, because sometimes people don't like to sweat standing up or sitting down because it's just running, you feel the sensation running down your body. When you're lying down, it just feels like you're out in the sun, sunbathing. So this particular unit right in here, this one ran around $6,400. Pretty hefty unit. It's disassembled. You can bring it to the site, reassemble it. Weighs quite a bit. Once you're inside, you have stereo capacity if you want to hook up these speakers to stereo. There's a light inside. There's also a little vent for being able to vent heat if you didn't want to keep the front door open. And then there's a bench. And typically you could fit 2 people in here, but more often than not, you're going to want to be in here by yourself. And you'll get better coverage, even though the far infrared will penetrate beyond another body. It's kind of nice to be able to just have it to yourself just for the room. So check into far infrared units, go online, and there's various sites where you could look up about the detoxifying effects and how it actually adds more energy to your body so you can fight off disease and improve enzyme systems. So take a look, and thanks for joining us today. This is Dr. Ralph Umbriaco with Natural Living and Wellness.